There's a strange kind of person in this world, a person whose birthday arrives quietly, silently, almost unnoticed, not because others forget, but because they choose not to remind anyone. No countdowns, no excitement, no expectations, no celebration. For them, a birthday is not a special day, it's just another sunrise, just another sunset. And before you judge them, before you think they're cold or antisocial or emotionless, you should know something. These are some of the deepest, most sensitive, most emotionally complex people you will ever meet. This video is about their psychology, why they don't celebrate, why they avoid attention, why they act like nothing happened, even when it means everything to them. And the truth behind their silence is far darker, far gentler, and far more human than you imagine. The childhood wound. For many people, their relationship with birthdays began long before adulthood. Maybe it was the first time nobody showed up to their party. Maybe someone promised something and never came. Maybe every year felt like a reminder that expectations only lead to disappointment. Small things, little comments, forgotten wishes, a missing presence. They add up, so they learned early. Don't expect anything. Don't ask for anything. Don't get excited, because excitement hurts when it dies. Their silence today is the echo of a child who stopped hoping because hoping was too painful. They hate being the center of attention. Most people don't understand this type of personality. They assume birthdays equals joy. But for some, birthdays equals pressure. Pressure to smile, pressure to act happy, pressure to perform, being watched, being celebrated, being the center of a spotlight. It triggers an internal discomfort they cannot explain. They don't want everyone looking at them. They don't want to pretend they are excited. They don't want forced joy. For them, attention is not love. Attention is noise, the fear of disappointment. Here's the truth: expectations scare them more than loneliness, because disappointment is a feeling they know too well. So instead of waiting for messages, they wake up expecting none. Instead of hoping someone remembers, they assume no one will. That way, if nothing happens, they feel normal. But if someone actually remembers, it becomes a bonus, a small miracle, a gentle warmth inside their chest. Silence protects them. Low expectations protect them. Treating the day as normal protects them. They measure life differently. Most people celebrate birthdays because society taught them to. But emotionally mature people, deep thinkers, and those who grow quietly, they don't measure life in years. They measure life in lessons. They don't count candles. They count experiences. They don't wait for a date to reflect. Every day is reflection. Every day is growth. Every day is evolution. A birthday is symbolic, but for them symbolism means little compared to actual internal change. Their meaning comes from within, not from dates on a calendar. They feel time differently. Birthdays remind some people of everything they are, but to others, some birthdays remind them of everything they are not. The goals they haven't reached, the dreams still incomplete, the time that slipped away too quickly. Instead of celebration, they feel pressure, internal weight, self-judgment, so they avoid the day, not because it's meaningless, but because it's too meaningful. They don't want to burden anyone. This type of person never announces their birthday, never hints, never reminds, never tells. Why? Because they believe their joy is a burden to others. They don't want people to pretend. They don't want to force effort. They don't want obligation celebration. They'd rather stay quiet than feel like someone is being nice because they had to, not because they wanted to. Their silence is respect for your time, for your energy, for your boundaries. even if it costs them their own celebration. They've learned to celebrate themselves. There are people who stopped waiting for others to make their day special, so they learned to make it special for themselves. A small meal, a walk alone, a private moment, a quiet reflection, no posts, no announcements, no grand events, just themselves, their thoughts, and a little inner peace. For them, the best birthday is one where their heart feels safe. Emotional maturity. Emotionally mature people don't crave the same things. They don't need validation. They don't chase attention. They don't measure love by the number of messages they receive. To them, silence isn't loneliness, and celebration isn't connection. Their maturity allows them to understand love doesn't need dates, care doesn't need reminders, connection doesn't need attention. They exist above the noise. They don't want to relive pain. This is the part nobody talks about. Birthdays bring memories, old versions of themselves, now lost people, lost moments, lost years. Some people treat their birthday like any ordinary day because life has already taught them that emotional days hurt the most. Their numbness is not a lack of feeling, it's an abundance of feeling they no longer want to drown in. The final truth: people who treat their birthday like a normal day are not strange, are not emotionless, are not broken. They are the overthinkers, the deep feelers, the quiet healers, the ones who grew up too early, the ones who learned to protect their heart, the ones who stopped expecting so they could stop hurting. If you know someone like this, don't ignore their day. Even a single soft, simple, genuine, happy birthday can reach places inside them they don't talk about, because the people who celebrate quietly are often the ones who deserve to be celebrated the loudest.